So if you buy the sheets, like these come in 15 by 20 sheets, you can get two for this project out of 2 sheets of Letromax. So you just essentially need two, and then you cut it into the four. And it's making less cuts because then it's 20 this way, so you're literally, but you have to make sure to cut it correctly. So whenever you're like cutting, sometimes like you're more conscious about one side being nice because that side's gonna fall away. Well, whenever you're conserving space that way, you have to make sure that you're making the cut like really, really well because you're using both pieces. Okay, so that's 10, so we just need to measure out 10 by 10. A lot of times what I end up doing, you can either mark it with your pencil. I actually mark it just with the... I just make a little cut. Okay. Does anybody have tape or masking tape, even though you're not supposed to use that? Does anybody have that with them? No? Okay. I think I have some tape. Okay. So the goal is to not see, like, if you press too hard, you break the tip, and then, like, this is rendered useless. So make sure whenever you're cutting these that you have a really, really sharp blade. If that means that you have to change the blade every time that you cut a board, do it. Like, it seems like this is going to be wasteful, like, to just, like, keep on throwing these away. Honestly, like, they sell these behind the counter in, like, 1,000 pack. Just do it. I mean, if this is going to be your graduate career, you might as well just buy them, because it's not like you're not going to use them. Okay, so if you're, depending on, like, how you're sitting, I would suggest not to, like, be sitting down and doing it. But just do one, like, I mean, you do have to press, but don't try to make it through in one cut. So just keep going a little further every time. Make sure, depending on how big your paper is, watch where your fingers are. So it's kind of into the ruler. The goal is to do up and down and not in, and like, because you start to do, like, basically make a bevel, and you don't want that. So you want to make sure to do it up and down next to the ruler and not be pressing against it. Whatever you do, don't move the ruler. And then it falls away. Okay, so I probably like did it a little too much. Yeah, see, this is what you don't want in the end. It's essentially like move the ruler and then you start to get all this stuff and you're like, oh, what did I do? Okay, so basically you can, sometimes you can take like sandpaper and stuff and like just kind of like rub it on the side so it's not as rough. But essentially you just want to don't like rub your finger like this because like it will cut like your, like a paper cut, but it's like with that board, which means it's deep and it stings. So yeah, just make sure to get it like as clean as possible. If you have to trim up a little bit, you can go back in. Oh, not like that. See, these are the clumsy things that like I'm gonna show you. Like literally, like I told you not to move the ruler for this reason. Like, okay, like those reasons, don't do it. So yes. Did you get that on camera?
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
It's
Okay.
okay. It's only between all of us. We're good.
Yeah. Okay. So then you're gonna mark and just make sure. A lot of people just eyeball it, but just make sure that it's 2 inches on every side. So 2, 2, and 2. So and then you're gonna mount it to here. Okay. So that's that. So whenever you spray mount, whether you're doing it at school or at your house, do not do it inside. So just go outside, lay down some paper, turn it over, spray it, come back in, have this measured out and done beforehand, and then just place it down. Then what you want to do after you place it down is you'll take a sheet of paper and then you'll place it over it and then you'll rub it. So you're not touching your project and putting in nasty fingers all over your good project. So then you're just gonna like rub it on all sides and then take it, and this paper goes in the garbage because you don't want to reuse it. And then put that off to the side and don't let anyone touch it, including you. and so you have to wrap it. So once that's done, you just move it off to the side. So this is essentially like your finished piece. So after that, you have this type of paper, and then you'll have tracing paper. I'm just gonna use like a regular sheet of paper. Does everybody know what tracing paper is? It's like translucent. Okay. So just, we're gonna pretend that this is tracing paper. Okay. So let's just cut, I think I have a pair of scissors. Yes. Okay.
Does the cloth like dry easily if it's open wide like that?
Oh, no, but thank you. She's like, that's my stuff. No, I mean, if you leave it for a long time, it's not, it didn't like dry up just now, but if you do it for a long time.
I mean, like, this is just an accident. When I left it like out in the open, it would probably.
Oh, for like a long period of time? Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good to know.
Yes. Yes, it would. This doesn't have to be perfect. This doesn't have to be perfect because essentially you're just going to trim it down anyway.
Well,
Oh, yeah. Okay. So let's pretend that this is already spray mounted on your thing. Okay. So. what
wait,
you
when
wanna
do we ever use the tape then?
I'm about to show you.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my bad. Sorry. Jumping conclusion.
Okay. So this is your outside paper. This is actually outside paper. So this is your tracing paper. Okay. So essentially you're gonna bump it up next to each other like this. And then you're gonna put your project on it, face down. So this is your
Final
this.
project.
Yes, final project, face down.
Just one piece of paper.
Just one. Yeah. So make sure that you get like a size that's big enough. So like do all of it. Okay. And nobody had tape? No? Nobody had? Did you have the regular masking tape? Or just you have regular masking tape? That's fine. Oh, you have the one that you had last time? Okay. That's fine. Okay. So this is face down. Actually, I'm gonna tape this so nobody gets confused. Actually, I'll just glue it.
That's the fastest way.
Yeah, don't do this. Don't do this. This is just for the demo. This is merely for the demo.
Good
Okay.
to say.
Yes. Demo purposes only. I'm gonna have my own TV show soon. It's gonna be great. Okay. So